to get ready for a show, this show has actually been really easy, just because I'm supposed to look like a dude, so it's not that hard. Makeup probably takes max 15 minutes if I really want to work hard on my eyeliner. And then add that to probably 5 minutes of hair, just because I have to touch up some curls so it doesn't look so messy. And then getting my costume on probably takes the longest. It's probably like 8 minutes to get on my costume, just because there's so many layers and you have to make sure like the buckle's on right, and yeah. Okay, secret, so I'll let you know. I have developed, it's a ritual that I do. So I will usually go off on my lonesome. I don't like to be around people. I need my own space. I have a specific thing that I do with my fingers, and I bounce up and down on my legs a specific number of times. And I do a certain breathing technique. And it starts, and it's called creating the golden loop. It's in Buddhism. I do it in my meditation, so it really helps me center the self. And then when that happens, I've developed my characters in a specific way that they all have their own, like, what we call emotional baggage. You know, the stories that they tell themselves, the emotions that they have, what's happened in their life, and it kind of runs through my mind as in movies, as if I'm watching my character go through all these things. So I'm watching my character be born all the way up to the moment I am now, which would be 17 years old. And I go through everything that the physical body does when it expresses certain emotions. So like for anger, my character in particular, she always balls up her fists when she's angry, but otherwise her face will be blank. She won't do anything except for clench her jaw. And there's a specific reason in certain instances that I've decided happened to make that happen. And within the body works in a very interesting way, and I've prepared it that when I clench my fist, that brings on anger, because that's how your neurology works. And I go through the emotions, I train the body, I get it inside of that, so that when I do them on stage, it becomes natural. I don't have to try to do it. Once that happens, I'm in character, and then yeah, that's about it for character. That took several years. I don't really get pre-show jitters anymore. You know, I get nervous, adrenaline happens, it's going to happen. But because of the practices that I do to get in character and to prepare for a show, that's just really not something that I'm inside of, because my character wouldn't be nervous to live her life, which is what's happening. And it's happening for the first time, so why would I have adrenaline about it? But there are certain ways that you have to deal with pre-show jitters. It's going to happen. Adrenaline's going to happen. And it's just taken very specific training, doing it over and over and over again, to be able to learn that adrenaline doesn't have to work against you, it can work for you. So, you know, if I have to be running around a lot, like I do in this show, the adrenaline works for me. I just use it as energy. But pre-show jitters are just really not something that I am ever concerned about, just because I'm confident in my abilities and I'm confident in my character. So. In my head, I usually, I'm not very religious. I don't really practice a specific religion, but I usually am saying a mantra in my head. I usually offer gratitude for what I'm about to do, and that, you know, thanking the universe, or whatever you want to call it, for the opportunity to do the thing that I love with the people that I love. And then obviously going through my first line, because the first line you say as a character is so crucial to how the crowd receives you. You know, so if you come on and the first line you say is totally out of character, a shot. I don't even know what to do with that. But usually it's a gratitude moment for me, and it's doing my bouncing, doing my fingers to keep me within that sort of mindset, and some other words that I can't say.